Hey guys, so this is the review for Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 1, Episode 2. So yeah, it starts off where it left off last week, where they're at the, what is it called? Like the crab cookout or whatever it's called. And so you have Gizelle and Karen on opposite sides still because of the fallout of the birthday party and then also what just transpired with Charisse. And so Charisse and, well, actually Gizelle was like, you know what? I want to speak to you in private and just have a general conversation. And that didn't go so well. Yeah, it pretty much was like, you know, we're close friends and we're close friends for real. So why are you acting this way towards me right now? You've never done this. You've never done that toward to me or in my presence. This is how Charisse is to Gizelle. And Giselle's like, yeah, you've never talked to me, speak to me, act that way to me in my presence. And so that was pretty much it. And so then Karen and Charisse's friend or stylist or chef, he came to the picture because Karen came in and Karen was like, all right, what's going on type of thing. And you know, it really wasn't necessary for him to speak. So I do understand why Karen was like, oh, I don't know you. I don't know you and you're a man. No, I'm not feeling this situation. Do I think that he was doing it in a big vibrato, I'm going to go and do this or do that type of manner? No, but I do understand where it's like, yeah, he's a guy, so I'm not going to go and have an argument with him type of thing. So Gizelle was pretty much like, you know what? Let me just leave because I can't with y'all. I cannot with y'all. And Karen, Katie, these K's. Katie, you know, her and her, so Katie's actually Jewish. Katie's Jewish, of course black, but she's Jewish as well. And so she brings over her rabbi because she wants her daughters to have Hebrew names, official Hebrew names. And so she was talking about how, oh yes, President Obama was actually playing on that golf course, and so was Vice President Joe Biden, and the Secret Service was there. And you know, it's just so intimidating having all of that in your backyard. No. Type of thing. And so, you know, Katie and her pompous self, you know, I appreciate it. But anyway, so you have her trying to figure out what's going to happen with her daughters as far as their Hebrew names. And also, she was just talking about the general, not really struggles, but how she is black, but she's essentially been around white people or people who didn't look like her all her life. And so it's like she goes back and forth as far as what she identifies with. Not saying that, oh, she never identified with being black or be identified with being white or Jewish, but there's just a lot going on. And, you know, she's really hasn't been taking her, taking it too seriously as far as, I guess, reading the Torah and all of that. And so her, the guy who came over, he was like, yo, you must do better. And so after that, we have Karen and Ray, who is her husband. His side of the family comes over, and I believe it's his mom? Is it his mom? Also comes over. Yeah, and you know, she is the epitome of class and etiquette. And I was like, alright, so someone played her because they picked her up in, I don't think it was even a Nissan Altima. Was that a Sentra? That might have been Altima, but I'm like, alright, I know, the Black Bill Gates, I was expecting a Rolls Royce, but you know, whatever. Go Matata. You can be fake humble, that's alright. And so, you know, the proper etiquette for tea is it must be hot. See, you can add milk into it later. That's what you're supposed to do to cool it down. But the tea is supposed to be hot. And, you know, his mom was like, this is warm. And they were like, oh, no, I'll go and fix this right now. Of course, I'm sorry. She was like, I can't even put milk in this. This is warm. And my whole thing is, you black, right? You know you lactose intolerant. Milk? Oh, that's supposed to help you go. Okay, I get it. So, you know, after that, they talked with Ray's 17-year-old daughter. And they just talked about how, you know what? I really, she's going away to college, and they're like, experience everything you can, learn everything you can, make sure you choose a career fast so that you can make more money sooner than later. You know, the general stuff. And, you know, that was cute to see. I didn't realize his daughter was so young. I'm trying to figure out, okay, his daughter. Was he married before? Am I missing something? But anyway, Gizelle and Karen, and also, oh, I'm so bad. I forgot her name. The other one. What's the other one's name? She went and met up with this new girl, and it's going to be interesting because Gizelle does not like her. I think her name is Ashley. Yeah, Ashley. Gizelle does not like Ashley. No. And I'm trying to think to myself, okay, you're both beautiful. You're both, well, Giselle's rich. Ashley has a guy that has money. Ashley talks about, you know, how she came from nothing. I think she was like, her family was homeless 2 times and they had to seek out the church for assistance and all this stuff. So my whole thing is like, this is where you definitely see the, what is it called? Potomac come out of Gizelle. And I was like, all right, so this is why she fits in with these women. I wasn't really feeling that, but okay. And Katie likes her. Katie's like, you know what? She's high energy. I like her. I really, really like her. She's like what I want to be, but can't because I'm not ratchet. But it's okay because she is, so we cool. And so, you know, Ashley gets drunk. Well, she talks about how all of this is for half the proceeds will be going to this charity that works with inner city schools. But she couldn't say it like that. She was like, you know, this proceeds go with the charity that they work with schools and they do. And it was just like, ooh, girl, you drunk. It's okay. It's okay. You drunk. So anyway, you know, she's having a good time and she's gyrating. And Giselle's calling her a thought because even though she just talked about her man, she looks over and her husband actually, and they will be having kids. But she's 26 and her husband is 55 or 54. And it was like, oh, okay. I guess he has to use some Viagra. And she was like, no. It's like, all right, girl. So yeah. And she was gyrating on, I think her name's Robin. Oh, I'm sorry if I forgot her name. But it was like, girl, you sure you black? You've been around white people too much. Because black girls don't gyrate and bump and grind on black girls dancing like that. So Charisse takes her daughter and, of course, her daughter's friends to gymnastics. And, you know, that was a cute little moment. There wasn't much there. So Gizelle was talking with her daughters, and long story short, they wanted to do a letter. Gizelle wanted to do a letter to Karen and Charisse because she knows that they're on the outs right now. And she figures, you know what, let me go and be the bigger person and reach out to them and fake apologize because I really don't feel sorry. But you know what, I have to borderline kiss these women's asses because that's the only way that I could possibly, you know, deal with them at this point because they're Potomac. They are Potomac. And so her girls help her out, and it was really cute and nice to see because it was like, you know what? What did you learn? Even if you don't like someone, be nice to them anyway. It's like, okay, that's good. It's like, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. And I'm like, okay, your girls, they are precious. When they get older though, that is going to be a struggle. I can see it right now because they are grown. They are grown. And what are they like? Are any of them even 10? Or maybe a year or two over 10? I'm like, ooh, you're going to have your work cut out for you. Just saying. Just saying. They're going to be smart. They're going to be beautiful. But they're going to test you. I can already see it. So, you know, Ashley's with her old man. The old man who later on we'll see he was in a gay club for whatever reason. I don't know if he was meeting the client or, you know, wanted to visit the back room for a glory hole. I don't know. But all I know is, you know, let me stop that because they, that's the women doing that stuff. Let me say, anyway. So yeah, so this is when we find out that Ashley comes from humble beginnings, and so her man is really the reason why she's not there anymore. Really, because we don't hear much about her personal background. It's more so centered around him. And so Karen has this, of course, ceremonious party because her daughters are getting their Hebrew names, and she has her boyfriend, who is clearly her boyfriend and isn't claiming her as his fiance or wife. And he's like, that's what I'm good with right now. You know, Karen is like, you know, yeah, so. And the rabbi called him, like, you know, this, what was it, handsome or this sexy guy. And everyone's like, oh, no, sir. We don't do that. We don't play those type of games. So the women powwow, you know, Gizelle, Katie. Did I say Karen before? I'm sorry. Katie. Who else is there? Gizelle, Katie. I guess her name's Robin. I really want to say her name is Robin. And some other woman. They're all talking. And it was just interesting because they were just kind of relating how, you know, of course, when you look at Gizelle and you look at Robin, people think white. They don't think black. When they get close, when they talk, it's like, oh yeah, she's black. Oh yeah, she's black. But as far as just looking, because they're light skin, have green eyes, blue eyes, hazel eyes, whatever. And of course, they dye their hair so it's blonde. So it's like, oh, that's a white woman. And so they have to deal with that. It's like, yes, I'm black. Both of my parents are black. Or it's like, one of my parents are black. Yes, I'm black. Akuma Matata, Timon and Pumbaa. And Katie's like, you know, I'm black today, white tomorrow. That's just how I roll. La la la. But I'm definitely Jewish and I love dating the white man. Yeah. So yeah, so that's Katie. That's Katie. You can only love it because she speaks in her truth. Anyone has a problem with it, oh well. So we have Karen and Charisse. They're going and it's a mess because they're thinking to themselves, oh, let me read these letters. And they read them and they're basically not impressed. They're not moved. They're not excited. And Giselle's like, I have flowers for them. They'll get those too if they act right. If they don't get their act right, they don't get any flowers. And you know who ends up leaving first? Charisse. Because Charisse is like, you know what? Forget them. Forget these women. Forget them. I don't like them. I don't like her. As in, I don't like Gizelle. She's doing too much. She's never spoken to me this way before. She's never acted that way with me before. You had this guy come into my house wanting to do my hair when I never actually said I wanted to do... See, she did, but it was in a joking, playful manner because she was probably thrown off guard and she was trying to be playful, but she never actually intended for him to do anything for her. But Gizelle took it seriously. And that was a simple miscommunication, but it got blown out of proportion. And so... they pretty much are donezo there. And Karen and Gizelle have a really real friendship as well. So they just pretty much accept each other as they are in the sense that, you know what, screw you today. We might be cool tomorrow. We'll see. Now, it's going to be interesting because next week we'll see how Giselle's treating Ashley just like how they were kind of treating her almost. And so it's really odd to watch right now. Very odd for us as viewers. And we're not sure why she's acting that way. And people are thinking it's jealousy and all that. So it's like, look, you never know. We don't really know these women yet. So we'll see. And we never really will. They're only showing a part of themselves and their persona. So please let me know what you think. Please like, comment, subscribe. That was it for this episode. Oh, look at my teeth so white. Yeah. So, yeah. That was it. Let me know.